Good morning. It's icy. Those branches don't usually touch the ground. They got limbs down. Some pine branches down. The generator's running. Yay. Appears that we are out of power here. Those trees I showed you when I was leaving last night, they're worse now. Another one down. We got a PTO generator that we use to power the shop and the house. We run it with the 4020. I know we have a huge generator over there, but they're two separate systems that aren't really hooked together. We could probably do that. I don't know how much it would cost, but so it is what it is. Quite a coating of ice on literally everything. Come to the back half where there's not insulation under it. Oh, I thought it would break off of there more. Alright, well, let's go see what's inside. Dad was smart this time and planned ahead. He put the 4020 inside the barn with the sliding doors instead of the overhead that you have to have power to get it out so he could get to it. It's a good move. Okay, well, I went and talked to Dad a little bit. He said they lost power sometime late last night. Said he went to bed and it was on. He woke up at 2 o'clock and it was out. So he got the generator running here this morning. Our electrical setup is kind of complex, I'm going to use. Strange, maybe. But we have power to certain things and not other things. So the way our generator plugs in there, it feeds power to the house. And it also feeds power to the shop, but not the whole shop, only to the panel that's over there in that corner. We have a new panel over there in that corner that goes back out to the panel that does not get fed with the generator. That one controls all of our benches, our heat, the outlets over here. That's the panel. That panel, that wire right there, that big conduit, feeds our office. So we have no power in our office. I can't do anything on the computer today. Yeah, it's going to be hard to work and do much in here, so it's going to be a problem, I think. Dad also said he looked up on Consumers Energy's website about our power outage. He said most of the county is out of power right now. They do give an estimate for time of restoration or whatever you call it. He said it says Sunday. It is Thursday. So we might be in it for the long haul here. It does not look promising that we will get power back today here at the farm. Fortunately, I have power at my house, a 1/10 of a mile that way, because I'm in a different state. So there's not a whole lot I can do around here today, is what I'm saying. So I'm gonna head over to the seed warehouse. We're gonna clean up a little bit of stuff there. I've got some leftover parts and some pieces from my heater installation project that could get returned. So I might do that later today. It's supposed to be warm, like it's supposed to be 50 degrees today, which means all of this ice is going to be gone. But it also means it's going to be extremely dangerous. Wow, the neighbor's got a bunch down there. To be standing anywhere remotely close to a tree, overhead power lines, cables, anything. You don't want to be close to them today. So we're gonna do what we have to do. Try and keep ourselves busy here this morning. Maybe I'll hit the road and go see some seed customers, although they're probably busy today too, so that might not be a great idea today. But anyway, adapt. Just tried to look up our weather station data to see how much rain we had because we got a tremendous amount of rain with this storm. It isn't working because we don't have internet or power to it. Go figure. But its last update was at 12:37 a.m. I assume that's pretty close to when they lost power down there. It was up to 1.3 for the 24-hour period. I think it was a little more for the storm. So basically it was 32 degrees all day yesterday. It rained as liquid water, but before the water could run off of stuff, it froze. And so we end up with this. And there is a whole lot of ice on that one little stem there. If I had a tree, I do, it's way out there. I wouldn't get close enough to show you anyway, but I was just trying to see how much ice is on this stuff. How thick is it? And it's thick. You can see this. there's every bit of a half to 3/4 of an inch ice on some of that stuff, and it's, yeah. You can see all the water out there in the field that's now frozen. A lot. It's going to take a while for this one to dry out. Good thing it's February and not April. It is agronomy meeting Thursday again, and I don't have power at the farm, so I had to come home to watch it. Back down here, Dad and I were just talking, and he's like, what are we going to do when we got to fuel up the tractor? Because apparently the fuel pump out there is not connected to the generator, so we got no power. We can't get fuel out of our tanks. So we can figure something out to get fuel into those tank or power to there, so we can run our pump, or we go buy some in a transfer tank and put it in there. And I said, you know, if we had a fuel trailer with 500 gallons of diesel fuel in it, this wouldn't be a problem, would it? So yeah, there you go. We're gonna have a little bit of an issue, especially if it's gonna be 3 or 4 days before we get power back here, because it's gonna get cold tonight. And while it can get cold in here, it can't freeze. We can't have it freeze. We've got exposed water lines. I've got seed treatment chemicals over there that have to be stored above freezing. Our office can't freeze. We don't have any heat right now because our heaters are run out of that panel that doesn't have any power. But we do have power on that end. It's some plugs. So I think what we're gonna have to do is run an extension cord and try and plug it in at least one of our heaters up there. It's just plugged into the wall, right up over there, somewhere there. And if I can just get that plugged into power, it'll run. The thermostat's fine, the gas line's fine, it'll turn on, it just needs some power. So we're gonna see if we can figure that out. Now that should work as soon as I plug the other end in. All right, we got heat. As long as the generator's running, we've got heat and it'll stay warm. Like I said, we don't need it to be 60 degrees. We need it to be above freezing. And we need it to be above freezing in our office. So the idea here is we're just going to leave that door open, and it should get enough heat in here. Maybe have to get a fan or something, but it'll go. I'm going to take my my Chevy truck because I need to take those long pipe, some black pipe back to Menards and returns. How about that? Windows all the way down. Oh, dang it! I knew that was going to happen. Oh, well. I'm going to have to scrape the front window too, I think. Oh, no! I came down here to get some stuff that I need. Apparently I have lost power now. I bet I get it back before the farm does. Oh, well. Alright, these 2 pipes. And I got some other fittings somewhere. Well, let's drive around and survey some damage. There's a bunch of trees, branches down there. Man, they're pretty. They're pretty, I will give them that. But, yeah, not good. A lot of water, low ground. Got one down there. A bunch of branches here. It is dangerous going under these trees. I don't want to do it. It's starting to warm up. We're right at 32 now, so things are going to start falling off here real fast. And I'm heading south. It'll be interesting to see how far south the ice made it. Well, we were maybe 10 miles south of the farm here, and foggy. Well, there was ice on that tree, but it's all gone. It's totally different here right now. I tell you what, you drive for a little over a half an hour, and totally different weather. Like, it's probably in the mid 40s. It's really warm out. There's no ice. The sun was shining. It's kind of off and on. Yeah, so anyway, I got my pipe and stuff that I needed to returned. And Dad was telling me that our sump pump that we used to pump out our pits, dikes, is going bad. So he wanted me to pick up a new one. So I did. Now we're going to get some lunch. Well, 3 hours later, we were right back where we started, and the ice is basically gone. There's still a tree laying in the road here. Wait till we get home, but not much ice left on everything. Go survey the damage, I guess. Yeah, remember what this place looked like a couple hours ago? Branches, but not near the ice. Back home, or seed warehouse. Looks like we got a bunch of broken branches up there. Ice rapidly falling on the ground. about the same thing at my parents' or at the farm here. We've got ice falling, broken branches clear up in the trees, some limbs down, still no power. I got our new sump pump out and installed. I had to take the float off because for our application where we're putting this to pump out containment dike, can't have a float because if a tank leaks, you don't want that float coming on and pumping it out. You gotta do it manually. So we took that off. We got this lay flat discharge hose. I don't know if that's gonna work very good or not, but we're gonna try that. If we don't like it, we'll put a hard hose back on like our other one is. So this is the bracket that held the float. I kind of left it on there thinking, yeah, it might work as a handle. We're gonna need to tie a rope or something on to lower it down into our hole. But anyway, that's good to go. Well, the ice is gone. It's 50 degrees out, sun's shining. It's a little windy, but I guess it's time to begin the cleanup process. Pick up some branches here. Problem now, we don't have anywhere to dump it. Can't get back to the woods, so we're gonna see if we can get it into our green dump trailer. I got our electric saw. I'm gonna try and cut this limb up a little bit. Seems like a bad idea, wasting electricity and cutting up trees, but what are you gonna do? 4th bucket load. It didn't like my saw. Oh well. I was using the battery on the pole saw, cutting some branches down the pyre that fell. I think we're good for now. All right. Well, we had a meeting of the minds there with all 4 of us, and now we're all leaving. It's 4:30. Going home, hoping that we got power. My power company says 11 p.m. tonight when we're going to get it back. So my only real concern, obviously the fridges and the freezers is a little bit of a concern, but my real concern is my sump pump and getting water backed up if it can't drain. So Phil has claimed our little portable generator that I have, taking it to his house. So we'll see. I'm gonna have to figure something out here or borrow it from him for a little bit. I don't have poor planning. Call it whatever you want. I don't care, but I don't have provisions to plug a generator into my house super easy anywhere. And we're gonna have to maybe figure something out. Oh, that's a good sign. I pushed the button. My door opened. It doesn't do that without electricity. Yes. Well, the water. Blah, 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 blah. Let me try again. The water never made it out of the hole, and it is being pumped out, so excellent. We're all good here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I don't know what's going on tomorrow. We probably still won't have power at the farm, so that's going to limit what I can do there, but we'll find something to work on, I suppose. So have a great night. Like and subscribe, questions and comments, all of the good stuff. Do that for me. I appreciate it, and we will see you again probably tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, we'll see. We'll probably make a video tomorrow. I was hoping to get a corn planter home tomorrow. Seems pretty unlikely at this point, so we'll see.